What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Okay, so they just ended the finale of Surviving R.Kelly. Let's just talk about this thing, man, because it's a lot of things in here, man, that was just crazy. I think the whole setup was just crazy. Everything about it, from the parents to the victims to R. Kelly himself. It was just all twisted, very sadistic about everybody on there for the most part. For instance, when you look at a lot of these victims that R. Kelly was supposed to have sexually molested, being a pedophile, but yet these people, like the 14-year-old girl who he was on camera pissing on and having sex with, these young girls were introduced to R. Kelly by older women. Like Sparkle introduced her 14-year-old cousin to R. Kelly, already knowledgeable, knowing the type of twisted, demented person that he was. But yet you still felt the need to not only introduce R. Kelly to your cousin, your little cousin or niece, but for him also to personally mentor her. Get the hell out of here. Then the other girl parents, after the scandal hit, the other girl who told R. Kelly she was 19, but was actually 16, at the protest in his defense of saying he was innocent of the child molestation case that he ended up beating. What is your 16-year-old daughter doing at the R. Kelly pep rally, promoting his innocence, only for her then to become a part of it too? And she said that she told R. Kelly out of her own mouth, I'm 19 years old, when she really was 16. Then, when they was about to have sex, she showed him her ID and said, you know what, I'm actually 16. See, it's just too many inconsistencies, man. Just see stuff like that. You tell him you're 19 so he could bring you in. Then when y'all finna have sex, you say, you know what? Let me just stop playing with you. I'm actually 16. I don't see how this stuff was just crazy, man. It don't excuse or justify anything that he done that was against the law, that was abusive towards the women, that he did, that he was operating under the power like he was some type of pimp. Then you got another incident where another group of parents, the father and mother, after the sexual case he was going to court with, they said because he was found innocent, they really didn't want to accuse him of doing something like that. But they figured that they going to bring their 13-year-old daughter again to be mentored by R. Kelly. This after the rape case. Parent bringing a 13-year-old girl. He already just beat a case of the 14-year-old girl. Now you want him to mentor your 13-year-old daughter. with a chaperone, as if he wasn't going to get around that. See, it's stuff like that, man. Like, if y'all know that this man is a pedophile, a child molester, and he got this fetish for young girls, it's like they enticing this man. They bringing this man their children, their relatives, only for him to do what they all know he was capable of doing. Then boo-hoo afterwards. See, stuff like that that just, come on now. And then making themselves seem like they were just so good of parents, which also raised an eyebrow. If you were such a good parent, first of all, you wouldn't be bringing your kids to no damn R.Kelly. Second of all, if you were that much of a good parent, why your children don't want to know you, ain't trying to reach out to you now? See, it's just a lot of inconsistencies like that that just, as a person on the outside looking in and just gathering all the evidence together, yes, you can see what R. Kelly guilty, but you can also see the negligence on the behalf of these parents. On these parents, seem like what he said, that in one of his statements, he said these parents be bringing their children to his shows. Like, you could see some undercover money laundering type check stuff going on. Even with some of the victims who tried to come out later, it seemed like the women who came out later on him was women that he was done dealing with anyway. And now since he done dealing with them and don't want to deal with them no more, it's like, okay, well, we just finna tell what happens. And according to all these females, according to mostly all these females' statement of what they saying, they left on their own. Never once during the whole story, if this man have a weapon on them, have a gun, a knife on them, they in hotels by themselves, they getting on flights in other cities without his escort, without none of his people, voluntarily getting on planes, flying out to come see him on their own free will. One girl's talking like, I left, and then when I got to the airport, I wanted to go back to him, and I called him on the phone, and I wanted him to answer the phone, and if he answered the phone, I was going to go back. He didn't answer the phone. And here you are. He didn't answer the phone to take you back, and here you are. See, it's stuff like that, man. I'm just saying, again, I'm not justifying nothing he did. Anything he did that was a violation against the law and what he did to the minor, definitely he need to be accountable for those situations. But those minors who he was sexually engaged with, they were brought to him by these overgrown, money-hungry, seem like psychotic people, because how could you be sane in your right mind, bringing your children to R. Kelly? Get the hell out of here. Come on, man. Get out of here with that trash, man. Then they try to make it seem like they couldn't do nothing without his permission. Everything they do, they got to ask him. He very controlling. You get punished. Some of the things, like if he punished you, you wouldn't eat for 1, 2, or 3 days. You had to ask permission to use the bathroom. So you couldn't disagree with him on nothing, right? So then you had one girl talking about, yeah, the 14-year-old girl on the tape, I was having sex with her. I didn't know she was that young. We was having oral sex. We was having sex with each other. And in the midst of us having sex with each other, when I found out how old she was, I told him, and then we never had sex together again with her. Like, he didn't know. Like, come on now. So you told him you don't want to have sex with this 14-year-old girl no more. Once you found out her real age, who you had been having sex with all the time. And he was okay with it. This aggressive, don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Everything I say go. He heard you out this day, even though he enjoyed having threesomes with y'all. Come on, man. Come on. It's stuff like that. Then another woman, when the house, I think it was in Atlanta that ended up going in foreclosure. He had to get rid of. She go back to the house to relive how she was in the house. She get to her bedroom like, this was my bedroom right here. I don't even want to go in there. I don't even want to go in that room. I want to go to another room. But the other room she wants to go to, she said was worse than her own bedroom. That's the room she wanted to avoid the memories of. She didn't go in, but the room that the most nastiest, filthiest, the nastiest, filthiest, sexual, demeaning thing that took place in the house room, that's the room she wanted to go in. Not the room of safety to some degree, but the room that was more dementive and evil and twisted. That's the room she wanted to go into. See, it was stuff like that. I'm just like, really? She like, that was my room. I can't go in there. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to relive or think. Then she go to the room where showing everybody was supposed to have been doing all this stuff against nature and get the crying and breaking down in that room. Like, see. It was stuff like that, man. Seemed like again, it seemed like they were trying too hard to get this man to the point that the things they were saying, it made no sense. It made no sense to some degree. And then you know what the woman said, who was breaking down, crying? She said, and you know what? This was the last straw for me. I came to this step, like right here by the step, and the step they're showing it where she at, saying she got to stand there and knock for him to answer, the door right there, where she could just easily walk out. She said, you know, I will be right here knocking for hours, until he answered me. And I just made up in my mind I was done. I packed my stuff and I left. You see what I'm saying? All of them can leave of their own free will. Come on now. And then you seeing the parents coming to get them and they telling them, no, go. I don't, no, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? See, it's stuff like that, man. I just too many inconsistencies, man. Just crazy. Talking about just crazy, man. I didn't get that at all. Parents giving their children a R.Kelly, not expecting him to do nothing when they know this man known for this stuff, like. But on another note, I think he bogus. I think he bogus as hell. Because regardless to what, man, if the man twisted in the mind and the man got these problems, y'all are enticing this man. You feeding this man's desire. You know what I'm saying? Literally sacrificing your children, giving your children and relatives to R.Kelly, expecting him to have some type of loyalty or dedication to you. Come on, man. See, those are the people who need to be brought up under charges. Those are the people who really need to be investigated too, right along with him. If you're gonna get him, you might as well get them too. You might as well get them too. I'm just keeping it real, man. That was crazy, man. You listening to their testimonies, man. They just sounded twisted as hell, man. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. R. Kelly, bogus as hell. He definitely need to be muted. He definitely need to be boycotted. He definitely need to not be played on radios and shows, because it's obvious he used his popularity and his money to finance this sadistic, twisted circus that he's involved in, that he's living in with these young girls and minors like this. And these parents also need to be prosecuted too for giving their children to R. Kelly, then trying to cry wolf when a predator do what a predator does when he's alone with a minor. Come on now. That's real talk. But they ain't trying to hear that part. They ain't got nothing to say on that part. And that's what I look at. Yes, I think he real bogus. I think R. Kelly real bogus. And I really, really, really believe that man have ran his course. I don't see how he can come back from this situation anyway. After what I seen on surviving this R. Kelly situation, there's no way anybody watched this where it's sweeping the internet. I don't think he survived from this. He already going through financial situations. So within the next 3 to 5 years, he definitely should be down on his luck, broke somewhere. Like, what happened to that man? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just being realistic with you, man. The brother is twisted. The brother is out of pocket. The man definitely need his ass whooped. You get what I'm saying? By somebody. You know, that stuff come back and get you, man. But them parents bogus too, man. Them parents bogus too. And that lady who do the Me Too thing, stop putting your face on camera, please. Stop putting your face on camera, man. Man, that was like some Saw 6, some Jason type horror movie type stuff, man. That lady, let me tell you something, lady. Never know you too. As ugly as that woman was, that woman's face had all type of slices, like razor shaved slices. It looked like an oatmeal mass or something. That lady sitting up there, man, talking about she the founder of the Me Too people. Listen, not you too. Trust me. Talking about what if it was her. Listen, you don't have nothing to worry about, sweetheart. Can I tell you that? You have nothing to worry about. You should still be a virgin, celibate, whatever. You have nothing to worry about. Damn, that lady was ugly as hell, man. The makeup couldn't fix up, man. You know how they put the foundation to cover the blemishes? No, that didn't work at all. It was still like Freddy Krueger pruned, raisin up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was crazy. Every time I still see it right now. It's spoil your appetite type face, man. Man, that lady was ugly as hell. Talking about it could have happened to me. No, listen. No. You free as a bird. Fly like an eagle to the sea. Time keep on slipping into the future. You talking about the ugly duckling. Man, that lady was ugly as hell, man. I'm talking about one of them dates where you and your guy just get into it because you just can't take one for the team. When he be like, man, I want to be with my one girl, man, but she got a friend with her, man. You gonna talk to her friend, man? Just even if you don't like her, just talk to her, man, just so I could go ahead and be with her, man, just for the night. Could you do that for me? You'd be like, how she look? She ain't that bad, man. She alright. It's just for a couple hours. Only so me and her can get away. Other than that, you can leave. Alright, fam. Is she hittable? Yeah, she hittable. I hit it. Man, you get over there. She talking about me too. Like, hell no. You too. It would never happen to you, mama. Can I tell you that? It would never happen to her. I heard R.Kelly pissed on her for nothing. She talking about me too. No, no. Never invited, but always want to go. No, listen. You can't go. You can't go. She be like, there's enough room in there. Look, it's a seat right there. We on the way to pick up a monkey. That's the monkey seat. Oh, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah, so she got it out for you, R. Kelly, man. She big and ugly too. You ain't gonna survive. You out of there. You ain't pick her up and take her to one of your pissing chambers. You out of there. She at you, brother. You don't stand a chance. Damn, that lady was ugly as hell. She need her own. She need her own Stephen King movie. Man, that was crazy. I was like, ew. And she's sitting there with her. She got the Shrek head. She had the Shrek head. It looked crazy. But it still don't take away from what the dude did. The dude bogus. Look, y'all do what y'all need to do to him. Them parents bogus too, though, man. That whole thing, I know it was set up to get rid of him, mute him. Yes, mute him, get him out of here. Yeah, but them parents too, don't let them go unchecked. Don't let them go unchecked. Don't give them a dime financially. Let them sit in their own sadistic. They just as twisted as he is. I'm keeping it real. So, if y'all saw it, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. If y'all saw it, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And with that being said, this battle truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. R. Kelly bogus. He out of pocket. Those parents bogus. They out of pocket too. They was bringing that man, they children. Like they wanted that man to violate them. All these things they doing. And then another thing they were saying like, how did he beat the rape case? How did he beat the rape case? When they got him on tape really having sex with the girl, why did they let him go? His money, his power. Had nothing to do with his money and power. The parents of the little girl saying that's not their child. And the reason for it is because they was embarrassed. They wouldn't let they little daughter testify on the stand. They would not cooperate with the authorities. Sparkle, who is the little girl's cousin or auntie, she take the stand saying, yes, that is my niece. That's her, you know what I'm saying? And that's him. But when she get off the stand, her biological brother, get on the stand after her and say, no, that's not. That's not our cousin. That's not our niece. I don't know who that is. The family against each other. They can't even agree. So how you going to find this man guilty beyond a reasonable doubt? When the family, her own mother and father, mother and them saying, that's not our child on tape. Her brother, that's not my niece on tape. So of course R. Kelly gonna beat that. Of course he beat that. That's how he beat it. That's how he beat it. Had nothing to do with money and power. because of that stuff. And guess what? And the parents probably salty as sparkles because guess what? She the one bought the little girl to R. Kelly. After she already on record saying how twisted R. Kelly was. But still bought her children, her family member to R. Kelly. And the parents after that bringing their children to R. Kelly after he accused of that. After they all saw the tape that went viral of him having sex with the little girl pissing on him. And they bought their kids to R. Kelly to get pissed on. That's exactly what they did. I ain't feeling sorry for them. Sorry for them young girls that went through that stuff. But those parents is bogus. They all need their ass whooped. Tell the real truth. It ain't battle truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. They all was bogus.